Alright guys, it's Throwback Thursday video coming. Wife's over here talking. But I'm going to give you guys your Throwback Thursday. I'm going to do a little preface for those who are new to the channel and aren't real sure what First Amendment audits are. I don't really do them anymore, really hardly ever. I don't know, when's the last one I ever did? Normally I just do other things, but I haven't done one of these in a while. But what it was is we would go out to a public place like a post office or a courthouse or a police department or city hall, government center, somewhere like that, and just film on the sidewalk in public, just record. And if anybody come up and said, you can't record this is a federal building, or this is a public building, you're not allowed to record this, you need to leave, we would educate them and say, no, that's a violation of my civil rights. And it is under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and under Article 1, Section 2 of the California Constitution. It is a constitutional violation to tell us that we can't record in public, you need to leave. So that's kind of what this was. It was just to see if anybody would tell me I have to leave. And of course the security guard came up and said, you can't be recording here, you gotta go. You know, I was like, no. You know, this is also, I was kind of green at the time, so I don't know if I handled it completely correct. I tried to be as polite as I could. I was a little standoffish. When the guy came up to me, I got really defensive, only because a few weeks before this one, I did another video. It's called the bomb threat one. I think I did that one as a Throwback Thursday too. But that guy got right in my motherfucking face. So I was a little defensive here. But that's what this is. So here's your Throwback Thursday video of First Amendment audit from yesteryear, whatever. I don't do these anymore, pretty much. Here you go.
Hey, my friend.
How you doing?
Mind if I ask you what you're doing?
We're doing a story.
Who's we?
I am.
About what?
Well, it's not published yet, but it's going to be on the public.
About what?
The public.
The
The story about the public in the area, community.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I can't have you taking photographs.
Now, I can film anything I can see. I'm on a public sidewalk. So you have to go up, you need to go back in there and secure your building. So I'm on a public sidewalk.
Okay, let me explain something.
Okay, you're not going to explain anything. You're going to step back.
No, I'm not.
Do not get in my face. I will defend myself. You
Please
understand?
do.
Guard, you guard the guard. This is a public sidewalk.
Actually,
You're not a law enforcement
actually, it's
officer.
not.
Get on your cart and drive in there. See the post office? Everybody comes in, publicly accessible. So get in your little cart and
Post
go
office
back in.
is no longer the post office, it's owned by somebody else. Post
Go
office
back in.
is no longer the post office, it's owned by somebody else.
Well, this is a
My box.
publicly accessible.
No,
Yes.
because now, from that park all the way down, is a property.
Publicly accessible.
No.
You can get in your cart, you can go guard.
I'm asking you not to take pictures of the campus.
Well, I'm telling you, no. Because I'm on a public sidewalk, I can film
That's not
anything
the
I can
point,
see.
my friend. I'm trying to
It is the
explain to
point.
you.
It's the
You
First
are very-
Amendment. It's a constitutionally
It's not the
protected activity.
No.
And you guys come out here and you try to tell us what we can't do, because you're trying to assert your authority, because you have some
Dude,
type of
I'm just
security
doing-
badge.
I'm just doing the job that I'm
No, your
paid to do.
job is inside there, not out here on the public sidewalk, on a public roadway. This post office is open to every resident
I'm
in
just
the state of
asking you not
California.
to take pictures of
Well,
our
I'm
campus.
going to decline. Okay, I'm going to politely decline your request.
Redlands, everyone.
This is a public sidewalk. You're not a police officer.
Do you have a warrant available on New York Street at the post office?
What's going on?
I got a subject taking photographs and filming things on campus here, and they don't want it.
Anything we can see in public.
42 and Charlie 7, also looking at the route 404 New York.
you have a right, but the problem is...
Right, we do have a right.
Very touchy.
Well, no, the problem is everyone wants to assert their authority and tell us what we can't do, and then pretty soon they're telling us we can't do anything. And we're going to assert our rights and let people know that we are free, and we do have a civil right and a civil liberty to do this. That way everybody knows their place on the chessboard.
Now you're what, about 40 minutes?
I don't know. Are you timing it?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Because I've come by you several times. Over here.
Right.
But why would you be still taking the same picture over and over?
We're not.
Well, no, I'm just asking a question.
Well, it's a story. We have to do a story.
We or you? Sounds to me like you're just looking for...
Get with the Ezra unit and advise him.
All right, guys, here we go. Wow, we got 2 units for a guy with a camera. And this is now the police I'll give a different, not a different, but I'll tell the police what I'm doing. Okay, so for the police we'll tell them that we're doing a social experiment.
You're good, but...
That's what I was trying to explain to you.
I know what
So-
you're explaining. It's not that I'm trying to be an asshole about it. I just got a job
Right,
to do. And
well, the reason I got
obviously-
tense when you got off your cart was I had a guy 2 months ago coming like this far from my face, and he put his fist up and said, "The police have been called. Get away, or
Well,
you're." You
now
know,
you see
that's
how
why I
quick-
got a little
now
tense.
you see
Like,
how
oh, this
quick I
guy's
can get
coming. Huh?
now you know how quick I can get him in.
Well, I'm quicker though, so
No.
I mean.
I think.
Well, no, it wasn't because
I
it's
think
just
what the
because I get a
problem
little
is
tense when
you've got-
people come at me.
You've
So
got that a mentality that everybody's against you.
no, not everybody isn't against me. Most people are not. But like I said, I had a guy he's parked right here, and he ran up to me and was like this, and then he flashed
Today?
a badge. It was like 3-4 weeks ago.
You've done this before?
Well, this is a follow-up to make sure that that doesn't happen again. I mean, what if somebody else is just here talking and he's a homeless guy, and that same guy comes back and then decks them because they're standing out here in front of the post office? So we do follow-ups, and we see that, make sure that that doesn't happen again. And if it does with the same person, then I educate them and say, look, man, you need to straighten up. You know, because that guy really got aggressive. I really thought he was going to hit me. I mean, he's in my face. He reached for my camera, and then he flashed a badge and said, I can do that. I said, no, you can't. That's a battery. So, yeah, but not everybody's against us.
When I tell you that this property here belongs to these guys.
No, this is publicly, as long as this is accessible to people to go into the
post office. The post office has been bought by
that's
property owner.
irregardless. under the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 2, as long as people are allowed to go in the post office, we're allowed to come out here and film for
a
news
little bit longer.
purposes.
Pretty soon
So-
it won't be.
No, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Because, yeah,
Right.
it'll eventually end up in one of their buildings. New post office going across.
Well, yeah, if they move the post office, that's of course a whole different story.
And that's going to happen real quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it does, yeah, that's fine. But this is still because ESRI gets grants from the government. We are allowed to film them for news purposes for that purpose.
Well, see, the thing is,
So-
since the terrorist attack,
But see, everybody comes up with that. That's another reason we're doing it, to let everybody know a guy with a camera isn't the boogeyman. He's just a guy filming and doing a story,
okay,
you know.
well, I'm going to go explain it to the big boss and let him deal with it. Okay?
Yeah, the big boss can deal with it with Redlands PD.
All about Redlands TV.
Hey, they know the law.
So do I.
Well, no, you don't. If you're telling me I gotta go, I can't take pictures. So,
So I know.
so then you should have known that I could stand in front of the post office and take pictures. Come on, sir, you're killing me. I went to T-Close in Texas.
I have to come over here. I have to talk.
No, I don't mind you doing all that, but when you're saying don't get away and you got off your cart and said you need to stop, no, come on, you're killing me. I was a level 1. I was certified level 1 in Texas.
Sure.
Yeah, I was. T-Close. That's why I know what I'm doing. You're killing me.
One thing I would appreciate, if you don't photograph the employees.
Well, anybody in public that gets in the yeah, hot.
Here's one thing I would appreciate, if you don't photograph the employees.
Well, anybody in public that gets in the background we film.
That's what all this started.
Well, they're in public, so
right, well-
you know how many cameras are on this research institute?
Yeah.
Do they go in and say, "Hey, turn that camera off before I come in their classroom"? Right.
Different thing than what you're doing.
No, they're in public. Same thing. Camera's a camera.
Hey, you know?
So, camera's a camera. It goes back to that in this day and age thing. So,
Okay. Well, I'm Susan. That's good.
yeah, that's good. I can win some money. Go to Hawaii. Money, 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 money. Kind of glad there he goes. This guy is a joke, man.